Hello everyone, welcome back to my Sulfur Globe with Sanjna Kaur. As we have come to the end of the season 2, we have gained some knowledge and interacted with some new faces over the season. So in the beginning of the season 2, in trailer, we told that we are going to catch some whys, catch some questions and ask them. Because asking why, asking a question help us confront our fears, and it can open channels to honest communications that can improve relations. It was written by Lena Asher on medium.com. And today we are going to discuss all the episodes. We are going to go all in and conclude what was the motive of this season. In the episode 1, we talked about emotions, which are the main part of our life. Here was the most important why, because I wanted to put some light on this question and I don't know how many people were able to recognize it. The motive of this episode was that whenever we show a particular emotions, why are we labeled as weak? Why it was not told earlier that it's okay to depict our emotions, it's okay to let out our emotions, but in a right way for our good health. Here, I want to tell you that don't store what you have in your mind, in your heart. Just let it out for you. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you any less. Instead, it makes you stronger. Cry if you want to. Get angry, but not too much. Irrespective of your gender, irrespective of your color, let your emotions out. But don't forget the boundaries, and most importantly, don't forget to respect yourself and every individual in the process of letting your emotions out. If something is bothering you, just talk with someone and let it out for your peace. Now we come to the passion, the second episode, where we had our first guest on this show. And this episode was to give the message of why having passion is important. Your talent, your tech smart mind, your studies, anything can be your passion. You just have to find and build it. Having passion is important because when you are tired from a long day and you come home, you are not able to do anything. You are too much stressed. So in that phase, at that time, you need to have an immortal friend, an activity to do which you can enjoy and gain some peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, this is what we all want to achieve. Episode 3 was full of questions, and to be honest, it included my first English poetry, which is named as Loneliness at Dusk, where I wanted to spread this message that at some time, loneliness can be our friend, but when it exceeds the limit, it crosses the boundaries, it starts to keep us away from our social life. It becomes toxic. Sit in silence for some time, but not for forever, because we are social animals and we need social life to survive. In the 4th episode, I was able to spread the message of spreading love rather than hate. Here I am going to link my another episode, which is named as social media, because currently everything is online, and with the presence of social media, the hate is traveling very faster than love. Hate is not shown in real life. Hate is not depicted in real life, but it is becoming a part of the virtual life. Here the question which arises the most is that why do we need to spread hate, speak bitter words, when we can spread so much love with sweetness, with words dipped in honey? Why are we doing this? As no one told us to, and it is just bringing negativity. So why don't we just focus on optimism rather than pessimism? Because we have forgotten how to respect every being on this planet. And we can stop this why right here if we want to. And to be honest, we all want that. In episode 5, it was question in itself that why self-love is important. because we have forgotten how to love ourselves, how to care for ourselves, and how to respect ourselves. In the thankful episode, I was able to point out that why we need to be thankful in our life for little things. This was to remember that once a day we need to practice gratitude, because these little things somehow bring little happiness. In the another episode, which was named as, and which was also a question, why everyone is getting obsessed with K-drama. Here I want to connect you with the episode of my previous season, that is fantasy. Sometimes life becomes too much harsh that we are not able to handle it, so we can step into the world of fantasy to calm our senses and to understand that we were forgetting to smile. In the another episode, it was to build self-awareness and self-confidence, giving away the message that why we need to get out of our comfort zone to make a change. In another episode, it was clubbing self-love with self-care, to know that why self-care routine is important in our lives, in this busy life. So now we come to the soul episode, where I wanted to make a deep understanding of oneself, of our soul. I wanted you to find out what you really want, what gives you peace and happiness. There is a mob mentality everywhere. People are following each other blindly, but they don't know what they actually want. This question was not necessary to ask if we were able to understand ourselves first. The color arose the question which was never necessary and which needed to be stopped long ago. The question was why we were defining the person's personality or behavior by relating to their skin color. This was the most irrelevant question, and this needs to be stopped right here. The promise was to enlighten people about the word trust, which is fading away with time. And here, this question is becoming necessary to point out that what happened that you were not able to keep promises. After going through each episode, I am happy that I was able to connect these episodes in a thread of love, trust, peace, and respect. Earlier, I said we need to stop some whys, and after looking out on these episodes, I learned that these whys, these questions are essential to point it out and are needed to be asked, because if we are not going to point them out, they will stay unanswered for a long time, and there will be no change or effort to remove this toxicity. Learn to love, respect, trust yourself and others, and most importantly, build that love, trust, and respect in society around you to achieve the utmost priority, that is peace. The more I look into this season, I realize that the messages which I wanted to convey took the another form, took the another direction, but it reached your hearts, and I am happy how this season turned out and was able to complete its goal. Thank you for joining my Self Globe for this season. We will come again with new energy in next season. Merci beaucoup. Peace.